pops up that's interesting, I'll save it so we can chop it
Yeah,
up about it.
I be on TikTok for hours, Instagram. I be like, bro, it's dead ass hard to find some information to talk about sometimes.
Fool, not really, but fucking fool. There's so much dumb shit out there. You could talk. We could talk about anything. But before
That's
we
fact.
start, welcome back to another episode, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm Rob. That's Eli, and welcome to Chop It Up with Rob and Eli, a show where we talk about any and everything. So let's talk about it. What's good, homie?
Let's talk. Hey man, chilling, man. What's good? I thought about. I'll go back to what you were just saying. I said one day, bro, I ain't gonna even write nothing down. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just come over here and just freestyle. I feel like we like that duo that really don't even need a
Really?
topic. We can make
Yeah.
our own topics just from just
Dead
chopping it
ass.
up.
Dead ass. How's your weekend, fool?
What I do? My weekend was smooth, man. It was really smooth, bro. We realized that with the like 4 more weeks until the baby
Mm.
come, bro. So I was telling Tilly, I was like, bro, we don't have nothing. I think this that time where nobody bought from like people bought from the registry, but it wasn't like how it was when we had Elliot. So it's like doggone, bro. Now we finna have to start getting stuff ourselves. But I didn't know it was so soon, like 4 weeks,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. I'm finna be on a 3 month leave period.
Yeah. Because most of the time, like, fool, when back when I was younger, when I had my kids, usually it's the first kid. When you have a first kid, everybody buys you everything. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now, when you have your second one, people don't really go for a registry because it's like, you already have a kid. You know what I'm saying? Just reuse it, recycle the
Mm-hmm.
stuff, whatever, whatever, woo woo. So that's why people are
Yep.
probably a little more reluctant to buying stuff nowadays. And then plus the economy.
Shoot, we gave all our stuff away to others. So we was at that thing where we weren't planning on having
Yeah.
another child, especially no time soon. So we gave away everything. So we back at square one. So I think we finna do one big haul, one of these weekends to just go get everything we
Y'all
need
know what y'all having?
and do what we need. Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta say it right here if you don't want to. But
Yeah.
I got a homegirl who like she just had a kid 6 months ago or whatever. But she does like fool, she throws like parties. Like her daughter had a party this past weekend, and fool, her parties are
Mm-hmm.
like crazy. And I was talking to her
Really.
yesterday on the phone. I was like, yo, you need to start like doing this as a business and charging fools because her parties are the shit. But she has so much
Mm-hmm.
shit that she was like, man, I got so many new toys and stuff that I'm gonna donate a lot of them like brand new. And I was like, yeah, I mean, she wants to teach her oldest who's just turned 5. I think Money just turned 5, but she
Mm-hmm.
wants to teach her like the whole donation aspect of it. But depending on what y'all is having, I'll chop it up with her because she has a bunch of food like new stuff, and she gives away. She has like
Okay.
bags. Like we had a younger cat who had a baby a few months ago, and she gave
Mm-hmm.
like bags full of stuff, new stuff to Newsome too, fool.
Okay.
She yeah,
Oh, for real?
she gave a bunch of stuff to him, a bunch of other people. She has a whole bunch of crap, fool. She cool peoples.
Okay. So bet. When we get done with this, then we'll figure
Yeah,
something out and see what
yeah,
we can
that,
do
yeah, that.
with that.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever,
Preach,
for
preach,
real. It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you struggling. I'm
man.
just
I'm
saying
telling you.
it's hard.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, when you start, I'm thinking now. We were thinking about it the other day, like, bro, we would have kept a lot of that stuff, bro. We would have been so
Yeah.
good. It would have been just like another
Yep.
routine. But you say your daughter got a game today. What'd you do over the weekend? Did they have any games over the
Yeah.
weekend?
So my youngest had a tournament, a volleyball tournament this weekend. Fool, I was in
Mm-hmm.
Virginia Beach all weekend, bro, all day.
Bro, did you see everything that was going on in
Full.
Virginia Beach,
Yeah, I
bro?
saw that dumb ruckus and shit, bro.
Bro, they was lit out there, bro. Bro, I seen this video with this woman. With one of the women, it's like a teenage girl. She was in one of the strip
Mm,
hotels, and you know them things are run
yeah.
down. You know
Yep.
what I'm talking about going on the
Hmm.
strip, run down, so you can tell which one she was in, and she was just rolling up and everything. And I heard bow 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 bow. Everybody get down. Out there showing their asses,
Full.
bro. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I
It
saw a
was
video.
crazy.
It was this dude and his lady, and they were sitting alongside the boardwalk. Dude was a white dude, and his lady was black. So I just want to bring that up. It's irrelevant to the story, but anyway, uh, shout
What
out
we
to
just be
him. You know what I'm
doing?
saying? But they were out there, and they're like, "Yo, like we were walking down the strip, and I see this dude looking at this other dude. Then the first dude I looked at." started patting at his waistband, talking about he got a strap. So then the other dude flashes another pistol about to grab that mug. And he's like, man, these fools about to have a shootout right here on the strip. So my wife was like, yo, let's go this way. So then we make a left and we walking down and a dude got an AR-15 on his shoulder. And it's like he's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm strapped too, but the YNs is out here. Like, we can't even have a good time out here. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
That's a shame, bro. That's a
Yeah.
shame.
It's different. It's different now because I was seeing a video of a girl that was just recording how deep it
Oh
was.
yeah,
Like you could barely even maneuver, and she was just showing how deep it was, and then you just randomly start hearing once again gunshots. And you,
sure.
as the gunshots going, you just see this guy. Everybody's taking off running, which, like you said, I seen a guy like just walking. He didn't care because he had an
Yeah.
AR with him. The same guy that you talking about got to be on his
Mm,
shoulders. And so it's like I was thinking about it, and I was like, bro, I remember when spring break and stuff like that used to be
yeah.
fun. Like everybody go to the beach, everybody go to Florida and everything, and just turning up, and it ain't none of
Right.
that. Like you might see a fight here and there, niggas get drunk and stuff, but now you talking about guns.
Yeah.
Like it was so many people out there, bro. I know it had to be like, what if somebody would have randomly got
Yeah.
hit? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's times are just different now, bro. They scary times
Mm-hmm.
now, bro.
And then like, fool, it's like getting to be tourist season. Tourists out there, they kids out there, and you want to go out here and what? Shoot for what, bro? Because you can't fight. Like, what we doing? What we doing?
That's
You know what I'm
legitimately
saying?
what
Like,
it is,
what
bro.
are we doing, bro? And why were all those people out there?
Hmm.
What was it? Because of spring break? It
It
was
was
beach
what was
week
it?
or beach.
Beach
Yeah. So
weekend.
what's that mean?
It's just where everybody go out to the beach for the
Oh,
weekend. That's literally what it is. Like I think it got so bad where I think it started raining or something. And everybody went to the parking garage, bro. I don't know if you saw that video,
nah.
bro. Boy, they was in there tearing stuff up in the parking garage, bro. Cars. They was tearing up other people's cars and stuff. But they was tearing up people's cars and stuff in the parking garage. But it was so deep in there, bro. It was so deep in the parking garage, bro, because it was
Mm,
raining. It was like I think it just get to a point, bro, where it's like, at what point do this okay, let's be real, at what point does this rely on the parents,
yeah.
on how the parents have raised these kids, or because when we was growing up, bro, that it was none of
Yeah.
that. Like I'd be scared if the police pull up on me, or not saying scared like I'm pussy, but scared like,
No, I know
bro,
what
if
you
my
mean.
mama find out about this, bro, even if we don't get in
Yeah.
trouble, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you plead, don't tell my mama, bro,
Yeah.
don't tell my dad, like, bro, it's gonna be up. So it's like there's just no fear in these kids about
Yeah.
anything. Like it's just different. It's just totally different, and uh, it's like at what point is it our faults as parents, or as it's our fault as adults for not, even if the parents ain't doing it, us telling them the right way to
Yeah.
go. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But what you think?
Cool. So my wife, she works with like families who are kind of like underprivileged or something like that, and that's something that she deals with on like on a regular basis, and she talks about it. So like when we're out and we see it, it's full. It bothers me too because like you said, like we were out there like full. I grew up. We were out in the streets doing stuff and all that, but we weren't full. If authority was around or whatever, it was just like, fuck. All right, let's chill. Like if we was doing something wrong, if we getting ready to steal or rob this store or whatever, and there's a cop in the
Mm-hmm.
parking lot, full, it's like, all right, let's hold up. Or a cop rolling down the street, all right, let's hold up. Well, nowadays these fools are just like, I don't give a fuck, whatever, whatever. You know what
They
I'm saying?
don't.
Oh, there's my op over there. There's a cop right there. I don't care. It's on. Like
Mm-hmm. Cause the cops were out.
I
They was
saw.
outside.
Yeah,
You
I
seen
saw.
them. It was a bunch
Yep.
of them. Just like that video I saw with that these kids, they was driving, but they were driving recklessly. And in the video you just see them in the car driving
Yeah.
recklessly and hanging out the window stuff. Then he flipped the camera. They chasing after a police officer. I don't know if you saw that
They were
video.
chasing a
Basically
cop.
chasing after police. Bro, they was chasing the cop. The cop lights were on. This is a no lie
Yeah.
video. The cop turned and trying to get away from him because you could tell it was like one of those. He didn't know what time they were
Mm-hmm.
on. Like it's a bunch of YNs in the car and they like chasing him. Bro, you should have seen the video. It was the craziest thing ever. If y'all seen the video, comment below. But a bunch of YNs chasing the cop, had the blue lights on. You can see him swerving, going back and forth, trying to get away from him. And they in the car laughing and joking like, yeah, he pussy, all this stuff, and they chasing him like. Real deal. It was
They gotta
crazy,
need more
bro.
context to that. They
Like,
got he gotta be he had to be he the cop had to be like
no,
on the way to somewhere.
no. I'm telling you what it was, brother. To the point where I think he had finally pulled
Yeah.
over, and they kept going, and he didn't even chase him or nothing. It was like one of them. It was like you could tell he was like, I'm glad they left me alone. I know what it sounds like,
Wow.
bro. But I know it, but it was like that. It was that type of thing,
I
bro.
mean, I seen
Insane. The comments were going crazy. They was like, we not even safe no more. YNs done took over. Like we can't
man.
even depend on the cops no
That's
more.
why
Okay, everybody
that's
got
why I don't like going
guns.
outside, man. I don't like going
Mm-hmm.
outside. I don't like going to like big spots. I don't like going to that city because there's so many people there. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Fool. These niggas out here, man.
Scary, bro. And it's all niggas. I ain't see no white part,
Fool.
no white. I barely seen any white people on the
I know. I
videos.
was looking at the videos too. Like when there was one where they was on the boardwalk and like they had the horse cops out there. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
had walked by or whatever, and this dude was like, "Damn, oh god!" And then like there was like a line of cops coming, like marching down. I was like, "Yo, what is going on out there, bro?"
Motherfucking niggas
For real,
wilding. Nothing but niggas. I hate
fully
niggas.
dressed too. It's beach week. These fools
I
got
hate niggas.
jeans on, shirts. Ain't shit beach about what
Mhm.
the fuck they had on and shit.
Bro, nothing, bro. Nothing. They came out there. It looked like they just basically came out there to
I
start
know
shit.
that's
That's
a
what it was.
shame, bro. That's a shame, man. See it full, and then it's like you go out there. So I just think about it all the time because I saw a clip and then I was thinking about it. I was like, fool, y'all go out there to want to start some trouble, but if a couple of your homies get dropped, then it's just like y'all could have prevented
Mm-hmm.
that, bro. Like, what y'all
Yep.
like? Come on, man, grow up, man, grow up.
Homeboy I work with, literally today, I was talking to him about it. No, yesterday, because yesterday was Monday. I was like, bro, we was talking about it. And he was like, literally, he said, I went there, bro, and I had to leave. And I was like, you went there knowing what was going on? He was like, no. He was like, me and some homeboys just wanted to go to the beach
Yeah,
or whatever. He said, we pulled up, no parking. Literally, he said, legitimately, no parking. He said, they finally found parking. He said, they could barely walk because it was so many people. He was like, he was like, we just had to go. It was just too much going on. And he was like, they ended up leaving.
full. So like I said, I was down there for a volleyball tournament, and we were leaving, so we weren't too far from like the strip. But there was one time me and my wife were riding because my kid was like they were working a game and shit. So me and her were riding, and we saw like a squad of little homies walking, and I was like, "Yo, where the fuck y'all going?" They just seemed out of place because of where we were, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Where the fuck y'all walking to?" Mobbed deep, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Makes
Mm-hmm.
sense." They was going down there to the fucking what's it called. I didn't even know.
Yep. You can't go nowhere by yourself. You can't go nowhere by yourself now. This is literally we literally in those times where you got to be deep. You got to at least have one or two people with you when you go
Yeah,
somewhere, bro. Like if you go somewhere, like I feel like now, bro, it's not even safe just to take your wife anywhere now. You just don't know what's going on. That's why, like I need to when we move, bro, and we get a house, it needs to be somewhere where it's not so close to the
yeah,
city or like everything going
yeah.
on. Like it's bro. It's like you said, bro. It's dangerous times, bro. Dangerous times,
Should
bro.
just remind me of how it was growing up. Fool. Like that's how it was for me growing up. Like you couldn't really go somewhere by yourself, and if you did, your head was on a swivel because you could have got jumped or whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Man, hell nah,
That's
hell
crazy.
nah, fool. But shit, man, what you got, bro?
Um, I was thinking about you know who Jeffree Star now
Yeah,
Jeffree Star is? Bro, did you see what's going on with him and Kanye?
yeah.
Yeah, man, some stories that came out that him and Kanye had relations, was having intercourse and everything while he was with what's her name?
Amber
What's
Rose,
the
Kim
no
Kardashian.
no 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 no. Yeah. When they were together and Kanye West like basically said, yeah, this is true. This is true type of thing.
Fool, what? So what's up with everybody nowadays coming out with their stuff? Like fucking the new Kanye song where he was talking about he was like sexually assaulted. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard it, but I guess he came out with a track where he's talking about he was sexually assaulted as a kid. And then the YG joint, 2004, where he was talking about he was raped by a woman. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's up with this, bro? Like kudos to y'all for being big and putting y'all stuff out, but fool, that's not stuff to like put out and make money off of. But to go back to the Jeffree Star thing,
I
that shit
mean,
don't surprise me.
I think it's just one of those things where it's like people just it's been going on.
Yeah,
It's just coming out now. Like this stuff has been going on in the
yep.
industry. and everything. It's just now people. I think they done normalize the LGBTQ community so much and made it such a high thing and made it look so great that now when it comes out, it's like oh okay,
Yeah,
you know, that's nothing new. You know, we've been seeing this because they've been putting it in our faces, so it's not abnormal for these type of things to come out. It's more like a so what,
yeah.
man? Next, like that's normal, you know, and it's crazy that it's normalized now.
Which is they don't. It's cool. That don't bother me. Like the LGBTQ plus, that shit don't bother me.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah. But see, think about back in the day when stuff like think about how times are now
yeah.
with that. Think about if that was to happen, if that was to happen back in the day. Boy, that
Oh,
shit,
never.
it would not be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it would not be what it is
Yeah,
now. But yeah, I don't have no problem with them either. But I just think like I said, back in the day, bro, that was not a thing. It was abnormal to be moving in that type of manner,
yeah,
and it's just that now in this world they have made it so great that it's like it's no longer like it's not abnormal, bro. It's just it is what it is now.
yeah,
They have sensitized us to seeing this as if it's just a normal thing, and this is how the world is supposed to be.
yeah. But I don't know. For it's just like it don't bother me. But when you're like forcing it in somebody's face, like then that to me is like, all right, chill out. So it's like whatever. And then they're coming out with all this new stuff where there's like this. Oh, I'm this sexual, that sexual. I'm pansexual. I love everybody. Like yo, what the fuck? Like
I
stop.
love everybody.
Yeah, that's cool. That's literally what pansexual is. I love any and everybody. So I can fall in love with anybody and anything. And this is like, what? Like, chill out. When it gets to shit like that, then it's like, all right, okay,
Yeah,
all right, you got it. So with
yeah,
the to refer back to the Kanye Jeffree Star thing, well, that don't surprise me. Full Jeffree Star has been around for a minute, and
yeah,
full, and that motherfucker can get money too. So
yeah.
it don't surprise me that that fool.
Bucky, you know
Yeah.
Bucky's in love with him.
Oh
Bucky's
yeah, I
in
know.
love.
I know. That was his idol,
Yeah,
or
Bucky
they,
loves
whatever,
him.
whatever. However Jeffrey wants to be called. Hey,
But
him,
apparently
them.
Jeffree Star has been with a bunch of
Yeah,
celebrities. He said celebrities that he's like, I've been with celebrities that you wouldn't even expect or even
yeah,
think moves that way. I've been with them. And I'd be thinking in my head, I'd be like, bro, it's just crazy how many people are in the closet. Like
yeah.
it's just insane because it's like, what's the fear of just coming out? What's the fear?
Exactly. And then like for me, it's like, fool. If you're not, you like who you like, you love who you love. Like whatever you like it. Who gives a fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying if I have a homie, and that's my homie, and then all of a sudden he comes out and he's like, yo, I like fucking Jeffree Star, man. I fucked Jeffree Star one time, but I was like, I'd be like, okay, good for
Yeah,
you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, you ain't my homie anymore. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like it's just like whatever. Like what you like. If you want to come out, whatever. Just be real with yourself. Who gives a fuck whatever anybody else
yeah.
thinks? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
Like
big on
Jeff.
that. Go ahead. What you saying?
No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
I think if you don't come out, I think I would lose respect for you more because it's
Mm-hmm.
like, why aren't you being legit with yourself? You know, why
Yeah,
are you? Because I feel like it's a form of lying to yourself and to me
yeah.
because I'm not gonna judge. I got two homeboys that's gay. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not gonna judge at all. They long as you don't come after me, I'm big on that. Long as you don't
Yeah,
try me or come after me because I don't go that way,
that's
then
my
we're
thing too.
fine. I don't look at you no different. I don't move no different with you. And it's like if you this whole in the closet thing, I think I don't like that term because it's like why are you not being who you are? Are you
Yeah.
that? But that just also shows that people are just too worried about what other people think of them.
Oh,
You
definitely,
know?
definitely. And then it's like for me, it's like if you're not gay, so there's that whole gray area too, because like you can
Mm-hmm.
have a homie you tight with or whatever you fuck bitches with or fucking they get bitches and shit like that. But then
Mm-hmm.
they like fucking feminine dudes or whatever how whatever you
Yeah.
classify them as. And then there's that classification where people are like, no, that dude likes dudes. That dude's gay. But it's like, nah, that dude likes dudes and chicks. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
Mm.
whatever. So there's that whole area too. But if you're bisexual or whatever, do your thing, man. Do your fucking
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not
He
one
ain't,
to
he ain't
judge.
making a break in me. He ain't
Exactly.
making a break in my life.
Exactly. Just like you said, for like I'm all about it too, but don't come at me about that shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about that. So I mean, don't come at me with none of the gay stuff because I ain't gay. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But
Yeah,
do
that's
your thing.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Do your
That's
thing.
facts.
Shout out to you for it. You know
Hey, who y'all?
what I mean? Full. So I heard there was this. I listened to this podcast. You know what I'm saying? And this topic was brought up, and this clip was played. All right. So baby mama, baby daddy were together once upon a time. Baby
Mm-hmm.
mama has a few kids from another person, not the baby daddy I'm referring to. Baby
Mm-hmm.
daddy takes their kid, takes them shopping, buys them shoes or whatever the case may be, comes back, brings the kid back to the baby mama house. Full baby mama starts spazzing on him, talking about why don't you
I ain't get
buy
the other kids stuff.
exactly why don't you buy other kids stuff? So dude's like, what you mean? She's like, you used to buy them shoes all the time. So baby daddy's like, yeah, when we were together, we're not together
Mm-hmm.
anymore. So I don't have to buy them anything. Meanwhile, there's a dude laying on the couch. So baby daddy's like, what? Matter of fact, you got a dude over here. So baby dad's talking to dude. He's like, yeah, this dude over here, since you so in our conversation, he can start buying them shoes or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Baby mama starts calling baby daddy petty. Like, oh, see, you petty. You petty. You used to buy them shoes. Now you don't want to buy them shoes. And it's just a back and forth conversation. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
Exactly the same as your thoughts.
You already know. I mean, I already know.
Oh, go on.
Yo, wait, what the fuck? Hold on.
Is that
Hold on.
go on, what the
It says
bro, I don't know
yours.
what's going on with my
It says
can
yours
you
has
see me?
stopped. Yeah, I can see you, but it says it's stopped. Hold
My
on.
timer's still going.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so's mine. All right. I'll edit it out.
So
I'll
you
edit
gotta
it
do
out.
a lot of it's gonna be a lot of editing.
Yeah, I'll edit it out.
Uh my thoughts are the same as yours. I feel like see these women they're they wanna pry on that one guy out of all the kids' dads that's actually doing something. And they wanna make that person feel bad for doing something that all the fathers should be doing.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me because I'm not taking care of your other kids. Go get
Yep.
mad at their fathers. You know what I'm saying, for not doing that.
Yep.
I'm gonna take
Yep.
care of mine. Now, granted, when
That's
we were
right.
together, of course, you know I'm doing here and there, but nah, bro, like that's not my responsibility. Like I heard a similar story, but she was fucking giving the kids half of that kid's stuff that the father was buying them.
Mm.
Like he bought him a bunch of clothes, and she was giving the
Yeah.
other kids some of the clothes. Like you gonna share. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. For
What you think?
these, for there's some trifling ass bitches out here, dog. You know what I mean? I'm just full. I heard that and I was just like, what? My wife was with me too, and my wife was like, he ain't obligated to buy those kids anything. Like, what are you talking
Mm-mm.
about? The fact that he did it, that's, I mean, he was showing he was a real man when y'all were together. He took care of the kids that aren't his because they're your kids. You know what I'm saying? But y'all aren't
Mm-hmm.
together anymore. There's no obligation for this fool to do that, to take care of the kids that he once took care of who weren't his in the first place. And you have a
Facts.
dude laid up in the motherfucking house while you having this conversation. Like, that chick is trifling, bro. Trifling ass motherfucking females
You
out
gotta be
here.
careful. You gotta be careful who you with, who you have babies with.
For that, my wife said that same fucking thing. God, she said
That's
that
real,
same
bro.
thing. She said, yeah, she was like, you gotta be careful with who you laying up with out here. And I was like,
It's crazy.
that's
And,
facts.
and I thank God. I thank God because like even if me and Talia don't work out, which won't happen, but say me and Talia don't work out, bro, I know for a fact she would not play when it comes between when it comes to my daughter and my relationship with my daughter. Even if she has another man and they have another child or whatever, it's not going to be none of that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's not going to be none of that. You know,
Yep.
but these men, but also it's like these men need to start stepping up. These
Yep.
men need to stop having babies with these women and not taking care of them. Everybody ain't Anthony Edwards where you can pay a woman off $1 million and you good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah.
ain't got it like that. So y'all need to start stepping up. If y'all having babies with these women that y'all really don't want babies with, that's like you said last time on what podcast number we had our fourth episode. You was like, you got to wrap it up. Like, at
Yeah.
what
Dead
point is it
ass.
your fault? These women are trifling. So, like you said last time, if you know that, make sure you move accordingly.
For real. For real. Because a lot of them are just money hungry out here, man. Money hungry. And, oh, God, I was just listening to that and I was like, damn, that's trifling. That's trifling as
Yeah,
fuck. And then, so I was scrolling earlier and, I saw some posts. You know what I'm saying? I got some homegirls and shit. They posting shit. And I'm scrolling on some randoms or whatever. A lot of these females out here be posting a lot of like scripture shit and Bible shit, knowing damn well they be out here, you know what I'm saying, getting it in. And I have seen it a lot lately, bro. And it's just like, why are y'all posting all this shit? Like, get that shit off your fucking page, man. Get
I
that
can't
shit out
speak
of
on that
here.
because I can't speak on that. Was speaking of that, Talia asked me yesterday, the day before yesterday. She was like, "Does Rob believe in God?" And I was like, "Why are you asking that?" She was like, "Because I remember you said that there was a person that didn't believe in God and y'all was cool, but that was the only thing that kind of was a little weird to you." And she was talking about Bourdon. I don't know if you remember Bourdon or not.
Nah, I wasn't there for that fool.
Yeah, but yeah. So do you believe in God? Just to go ahead and
Yeah. Yes, T,
okay.
I believe in God.
But I'm known for that too. I post some scripture stuff and then come right behind and right and post a YB. It's like one of them, and I've had to stop doing that. I've had to stop doing that because it's giving mixed signals. It's
Mm,
giving 1 minute you're for God and the next minute it's like you're for the devil. Because like at the end of the day, stuff like that, you're playing with both sides. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah.
playing with things you shouldn't be playing with. So you're definitely right. But I can't speak on that topic because I ain't no gutter.
I'm just saying, not when it comes to posting stuff. It's just like, I know their reputation. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm looking at y'all stories or I'm seeing y'all shit and it's just like, oh, the Lord wants you to blah blah blah. And it's just like, what? All right. Okay. Like, stop. Stop it out here.
Yeah.
Stop it out
We
here,
know the
man.
truth. Stop the
You know what
cap.
I'm
We know
saying?
the truth.
Like, stop, man. Golly. And that's why I try to tell, like, especially my daughters, like, yo, social media is not real, yo. So don't
Yeah.
believe it, yo. Don't believe it. What you see on social
It's
media is
not.
not real, man. People try to perceive something that they're not. Like, it's just not real, yo.
And speaking on that social media not real thing, it made me think about a lot of people. Somebody else told me that, and I used to be like, "Yeah, you right," but I would still see people stories and stuff like, "Man, this nigga up." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
bro, how he doing this? Like, and whole time depressed, really broke,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that happened. And it happened. I say that to say it happened to me one time. I think it was a time. If you follow me on social media, then you know it was a time where I was just posting all my vehicles and everything, and it appeared one way at that time, but it wasn't what it
Yeah.
appeared to be. Like it appeared as if I was just having all this money. In all reality, in that time, I was really down bad. But nobody knew that. Everybody was like, "Boy, you got it. You know how you doing?" And in my head, I'm thinking, "I ain't got nothing." So
Yeah.
that's just to like show like you right when you say that the internet is capped, bro, because it's
Mm-hmm.
literally just showing you what they want you to see. Nobody's gonna show themselves struggling. Nobody's gonna show
Yeah.
themselves sleeping on the street or oh damn they late for their light bill. They ain't gonna show that though. They just gonna post the ones where they got lights on. So y'all
Yeah.
got to be very careful with that, especially y'all youngins, man. Y'all
Definitely.
youngins can be easily deceived.
Definitely. Definitely. And there's no like definitive look of a person that's depressed or struggling or whatever. So a
Hmm.
person, like you said, I mean, they can post, oh yeah, they cars or they money or house or whatever, whatever.
Hmm.
But them fools are battling with something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They could be battling with something. So it's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
not every there's certain things on social media that are real, like when they put messages out like that. Like you don't know what
Hmm.
depression looks like. This is what depression looks like, where it's like a person smiling, but then that person is no longer here. Like I mean, there's
Yeah,
stuff like that, but just you gotta be cognizant of stuff like that, man. So just especially y'all youngsters, man.
that's a
Stop,
big word for you.
yeah, stop believing what y'all see, man. Stop letting it
Yeah.
dictate how you want to look. Stop letting it do all that stuff, man. Just be you. Do what you like.
Yep. What you say, cognate? What was the word you used?
Cognizant.
Oh, that's big, boy. That's hey, what? Hey, stop, what? Stop, what? Boy, that new boy, stop it.
Man,
Boy,
watch
stop
out, yo. You know what I mean?
it. Nigga
Watch
just
out.
learned a new word.
Get the
He couldn't wait to use that on the
fuck.
podcast.
I've used it before, bro. What are you talking about?
That nigga
See,
said, "How you use it?"
hey,
And this
I
nigga, I'm gonna
hate
use it on the
niggas, bro.
podcast.
I hate niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga found out a new word and said, "I'm gonna use it on the next
Man,
podcast."
get the
Fuck you
fuck
mean?
out of here.
I'm sitting here thinking in my head, what the fuck that word mean?
Hey, cognizant, fool. You know what I'm saying? We use that shit with our in our career fields too a lot, bro.
Okay, okay, this motherfucker
Yeah.
learning some shit, boy. All right,
Anywho,
now.
anywho, you know what? So social media is not real, but you know what is real, man? The dude who never put his arm down since 1973. You seen that shit, Doc?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. Let me educate you, Doc. There's this dude. Where? Hold on. I saved that motherfucking thing too. This dude in India who's had his arm up since 1978, fool. And I know it's like how the fuck is that possible? But this fool has done it, bro. And when you think about like people like the Asians, like the Indians, Asians, they be on some other stuff, bro. They be doing
Yeah,
some wild stuff just cause. Where's that shit at? Well, his hand is like dead. Like his hand is like this. Nails are long and dead. His arm is just like withered away. Let me
oh, wow.
find that post. 19 it was like 1978 or
Now,
1973 or
was he
some shit.
doing this on purpose? Was this something he was like, let me just start with my arm up and see how long I can do this for?
Fool, I have no idea. Damn, fool, I say that shit. Where the fuck did that shit go?
That's
It was like
crazy.
1970. I think it was 1978 or 1973, something like that.
That's insane. How old is he now? I don't even know. I can't do the math on that.
Oh, he's a older dude. Of course, I can't find that mug. I saved that mug too, but I don't know where I saved it.
Hey, man, that's that Android for you.
Nah, iPhone. Damn. But anyways, yeah, it's an Indian dude, man. He's from India, and I had all the information saved on that shit. I can't find that shit. But yeah,
That's crazy.
just random shit
Shout
like
out to
that.
that
Fool. It's
man,
like
bro. Keep that keep that arm up, man. Keep that arm up.
full. I put my arm up for like 5 minutes, and my shit is just like, all right,
It's
let
over.
me put my shit down.
It's
Fool,
over.
this
It's
fool's
burning.
yeah, this fool's arm is like crazy thin. Like it's don't even look like an arm, and like you can see like his shoulder joint and his shoulder socket and everything. Man, where the fuck did that shit go?
That got to be uncomfortable as shit.
For and then it's like he sleeping like that. That's just for like you know what I'm saying. It's like
Nigga said he's sleeping like that.
for I bet his teachers were mad in school. Like put your fucking arm down.
Yeah, like motherfucker, are you raising your hand or not? Which one is it?
He's like, no, I am raising my hand, but you have a question? Like
No,
no,
stop picking me.
like no.
It's when I put my other arm up. That's when I'm asking a question.
Random stupid ass fact, man. That was just you know what I mean. Just felt like we had
That's
to bring
crazy.
that
Okay,
shit up.
so some funny shit, right? But this, okay, this a funny one, but this a real one. And he gonna put that arm shit up there for y'all so y'all can see
Yeah,
that
dead
bullshit.
ass, dead ass,
Tell
bro.
that man to put his arm down, man. Nobody want to see that no more.
Damn, where
But
is it?
anyway,
Oh,
so I know you've heard of this conversation going around, and I feel like we should just be in on it.
okay,
And this is gonna be, I want this to be like a serious convo.
okay.
And I know you're gonna laugh when I say it, and you probably already heard it, but be serious about it. Like I really want you to think
I'm
about it and
always
be
serious,
serious.
bro. What are you talking about? I'm always serious.
Anywho, so the 100 man versus the gorilla. Have you heard that?
Man, yes. Go ahead, bro.
No, no, you go ahead. You tell me 100. Do you think 100 man can beat up one gorilla?
Fuck no. Hell nah.
Hell no.
Nope.
Why? Give me your reason. And it better be a legit reason. Don't say no. No, I just don't. Tell me why you
Okay.
think not.
So the men. the 100 men, just 100 like
Mm-hmm.
random men, or like 100 like of a specific man, or you just taking like a group of like, all right, let's grab 100 men from this city and throw them in a cage with a gorilla, just random men. That's what you're saying.
However you want to do
Full. It don't matter. Random men,
it.
fucking 100 uh Mike Tyson's, bro. No. Full. You know what? Go ahead. Say your part, and I'm gonna pull up a statistic of a fucking gorilla.
Wait, why you want me to say my part as if like you already know what I'm gonna say?
No, no, no. I just want to get the facts. So while I search it,
I'm gonna
you
be
can
honest
be
with you, bro.
going over yours.
If we get 100, so this how you got to look at it, right? Like let's talk about it.
Yes.
100, 100 people versus one gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, we beating the shit out of that gorilla. Think
Hell
about it, bro.
no, fool.
Think about it. Hear me out.
Hell
There's
no.
no way, bro. There's no way you think 100 people would get beat up by a gorilla. Do you know how many people 100 people are?
Crazy.
Like, think about how many people. I know Tilly gonna be like, that's 100 people, but listen, you know how many people that is? That's a lot of people for one gorilla.
Full. Talia, she gonna agree with whatever you say. I've gotten at her a couple times
That's
because
not.
she's biased. She's biased when
No,
it comes to
no, no, no. Talia's told me sometimes I've had some dumb moments, and you be the smart one, so I
no, no,
don't want to
no.
hear that
And
shit.
when it comes to like the post, she'll agree whatever you say on the post. So I'll be like, yo, yeah, I'm
I'm just,
biased, but it's all good.
if I'm a genius, I'm a genius. You can't get
You
upset with me
right.
because
I
some of
ain't
that
even
shit.
mad at you. Go ahead.
Come on, brother.
Go ahead.
So first off, okay, now honestly, you gotta have some people that like. I seen this video he was talking about. He was like, you gotta have people that's bout it. Like, you can't have no punks. You gotta have straight like niggas that's bout it. Like,
Mm,
because that first person that go in, that head getting ripped off. We gonna have some deaths in this thing now.
okay.
That gorilla ripping that head off, and you seeing this. You can't have them motherfuckers that's with you. Can't be like, oh hell no, like, bro, like they got a dead ass. Watch his head get pulled off, and they gotta still be like, fuck that, let's go.
Uh huh.
So you gotta have 100 niggas about it. And the first thing I'm going after, you gotta get them eyes. You get them eyes, bro, it's over with. Now I seen somebody saying you get somebody, everybody grab an arm and you break it. You can't break no gorilla arm now. Y'all just go too damn far.
Yeah.
But if everybody attack at once, bro, somebody gauge them eyes out. Somebody else said kicking the nuts. That's a good one, but they shit so small. They ain't got no. Yeah, they not big. They small. But you get them eyes out where he can't see. Man, shit, we finna have a field day. Round
Full.
them up.
You ain't getting close enough to gouge a gorilla's eyes out. And
You're
they
crazy.
gorilla's eyes are like fucking like sunken in, bro. Full.
I'm going in.
Full. An average eastern lowland gorilla weighs up to 484 pounds. A female
Mm-hmm.
weighs 176. A cross river gorilla, a female weighs, or no, hold on. A cross river gorilla, average weight 396 pounds. Adult male mountain gorillas, 484 pounds. Female, 215 pounds. A western lowland adult gorilla male, 374 pounds. Full. Average, these motherfuckers are damn near 480 pounds. And they fast as shit. And they strong as fuck. You think you think a fucking group of men are gonna come and just fucking jump on this
two of you
gorilla?
is 400 pounds. So what the hell are we talking about?
Two of me is
You ain't talking
two
about
of
nothing
me
that
is
makes sense.
about 500 pounds.
You ain't saying nothing that don't that makes sense,
But their
brother.
strength, full like
It's okay. Yeah, look at
nah.
your strength. 100 men like you, nigga. What we talking about?
Hell
A
nah,
hundred
bro.
niggas like you.
But even
You just
so,
scary.
nah. Full the
You
strength.
gotta get that pussy out your
Oh my
heart, man.
god, get the fuck out of here,
God,
bro.
dog, bro.
Get the
You
fuck out of here. Let me see, man. Let me
a
see.
100 men, bro. Do you not know how much 100 men is, bro?
Yeah, I know.
100. Not we ain't saying 10 men. We saying 100 men. Okay, you gonna have some casualties,
Oh,
obviously.
most definitely. Most
First
definitely.
couple of people get mollywop. I just need them niggas that's gonna see the first couple of people get hurt and die. I need y'all to just keep going, like don't stop. We all attack together. He can't kill us all at once. So this motherfucker finna get some haymakers done to him. Somebody about to get them eyes.
Okay.
You distract them from the front. Somebody hit from the back. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Get them eyes from the back. It's over with. Like, bro, you're bugging if you think 100 men can't. Bro, we're doing
Full.
that man the worst way.
So gorillas are typically gorillas are significantly stronger than humans, typically estimated to be 4 to 10 times stronger than a human. One gorilla,
That's a
bro.
human. That's a human.
One. Okay. Okay.
Come on now.
All right.
Let's go now.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's talk about it.
Come on now. 500 pounds. We already went over that. With a bite force of 1,300 pounds per square inch of psi, double that of a human. For a motherfucking gorilla biting your motherfucking arm off, you gonna die.
I
You gonna die of fucking one. You gonna go into shock, and then you gonna die from fucking the
I didn't
shock,
say we didn't,
and then the blood.
brother. I think you're
Come on
looking
now.
at this as if it's a one v
No, no,
one.
no. I'm
It's a
so
hundred
no. Check it
men.
out. I just think that if a gorilla is fighting 100 men, fool, they're gonna be just picked off like that. Because like I said,
No,
fool. I watched a video last week of a gorilla beating the brakes off of another gorilla. This fool, it was the alpha male of the fucking pack, and it was the other gorilla. The other gorilla was like trying to get the female gorillas or whatever, and they let the alpha know. Full, they beat the dog shit out that fucking gorilla, and he still ran off. But he was like, I think they said his eye was fucking like out the socket or whatever. But he still ran off, bro. And then just think about that. Like this fucking gorilla, this full grown gorilla, got his ass beat by the alpha and a bunch of other fucking gorillas and ran off. And if gorillas are getting jumped by gorillas and still able to run off, full 100 men are not gonna fuck with a gorilla, dog.
so you got alpha male. What's over alpha male?
So alpha male is like the head of the pack,
The
of the
head, right?
family, like the leader of
So
the family.
so after the alpha male, before the alpha male or ahead of the alpha male is 100% us. 100%. 100%. First off, he ran away with one eye taken out. Let him run with two taken out. He gonna hit the trees and everything. Doom doom doom
Full.
doom. Like,
I'm gonna send you the
bro,
video.
not hearing it.
The gorilla was on the ground, and they were like fucking like beating this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, fool, you couldn't. So you seen him, and then you just see the mob of gorillas come at him, and they're just like fucking pounding the ground or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. You don't even see the dude. Then you see the fucking gorilla like walk off or run off or whatever. Fool, gorillas have what did I say? Fucking 4 to 10 times 10 times the strength of a human. So in that pack was like what, one, two, three, four, probably like what, 10 gorillas. So 10 times what 10 what's that, 1,000? 1,000 times of the strength of a man was beaten on one gorilla, and that motherfucker still ran off. So you mean to tell me a
It
hundred
wasn't.
men?
It wasn't my 100 men though.
Get the fuck, no fucking way, dog.
It wasn't my 100
There's
men, bro.
no way.
I seen it. This
Gorilla
one guy
bones,
said,
full gorilla bones are particular in the upper body, are thicker and denser than those of humans. Full, they'll
I
snap
didn't
our
say.
shit like
Listen,
that.
bro. I never said this was gonna be easy. I never said there wasn't gonna be casualties. What I said was we handing that work to him, bro.
So who's gonna win? You know what?
Between who?
No. Who's winning? The 100 men or the gorilla?
The 100 men. We're whooping that ass.
No,
There's no ifs, ands, or buts
no,
about it. You're bugging.
no. I'm not.
If you can't,
No,
if you
I'm not.
can't beat a gorilla, if you can't beat up a gorilla or take down a gorilla with 100 men, bro, what are you doing?
Full. The gorilla is the biggest primate on the planet, bro.
Okay,
The strongest, bro.
okay.
Okay.
Humans are alpha.
Oh, are they?
Are we not?
Okay.
Are we not the head of this?
What?
Are we
Full.
not having gorillas captated in the zoo?
That doesn't make us alpha.
What does it make us?
Full.
It,
Just because
what does it make us?
you took a gorilla the size of my dog and you put it in a cage in the zoo. Now it's
No,
a
no,
full
no,
grown. What's it called?
no! Stop it! Stop! Get out
If
that
you were
cute,
if you were
cute,
alpha,
cute,
if you were alpha, okay,
cute.
for a full grown.
They got grown gorillas.
Okay,
You
okay,
realize they
okay. All
taking
right,
grown
you're
gorillas?
right. How did they get that gorilla in the fucking cage in the zoo? Awake?
It doesn't matter how they
No,
did it.
no,
Whether
no.
they
Awake?
outsmarted it, or whether they outsmarted it, whether they I don't know what they did.
They
I wasn't there. But
tranquilized
what I'm
that
saying is,
motherfucker, dog.
I don't care what they did. He can't tranquilize us, can he? So what that mean? We alpha.
So
We're
so in a
alpha.
fight,
We're
okay. So in a fight, what you gonna do? Tranquilize the gorilla, then fight it?
No, we're gonna whoop that ass. Like I said, it's gonna be some casualties. Like I
No
said,
fucking way, dog. Ain't
it's gonna be
no
some casualties,
way.
but we whooping that ass.
Hey, man. Shout out to you for having fucking, you know what I'm saying, faith in humanity. You know what I mean? There's no
This one
way,
nigga
dog.
said. This one nigga said, all y'all niggas out there that's depressed and want to kill yourselves, just hold on 1 second. It's this new thing going around talking about 100 men versus a gorilla. Bro, bro, the comments had me
Hey,
crying,
that's
bro.
for real, though, fool. God, that's real. Like, you want to die? Hey, try beating up a gorilla. You might want to live after that.
But yeah, might change your whole perspective on things, huh?
Oh my God, fool.
But that's too funny.
Where
That's too
where
funny.
did
Hey,
this question come from?
bro, I'm surprised you ain't seen it on TikTok, bro. It is
Fool,
everywhere,
I was
bro.
watching ESPN and someone brought that up on one of the shows I was
Yeah.
watching, and they asked a former lineman, and he was like, "Oh, what if I had 100 of you?" And he was like, "Hell nah, like hell nah." Which, come on now.
I'm surprised you ain't seen that on your feed.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Shit, freezing.
What's that?
I said, yo, it's freezing.
Probably because I'm on this web page and this stupid ass fucking video shit is popping. Let me close this shit real quick. I'm just doing my research. You know what I'm saying? If
Oh,
they,
okay.
if 100 men, if they are untrained civilians, most would be physically weaker and would lack the knowledge to coordinate an effective assault. If they are trained fighters or soldiers, their ability to strategize, and work together greatly improves.
Like I said, you make it seem like it's impossible. We out here kicking. We putting belt to ass.
Human,
We putting belt to ass, brother.
nah, full. If the 100 men were to win, that group not there would not be 100 men. Starting off, you would start off with 100, you would not end with 100 men. That's a
I
fact
said
right
that.
there.
It's gonna
You
be
no, I
casualties.
know, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just putting it out to everybody
It's
listening
casualties.
and watching. There's no way you go in with 100 men and you leave out with 100 men. No fucking way.
There's no way. No way. So them first couple of people out of
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
I
Like
hate to go any
for
further.
real.
Somebody got to be the distraction. So,
Man.
and them
Oh,
gorillas fast as shit. So somebody ain't no running. So you all got to attack together. It ain't no running. Them gorillas fast as shit. And then one dude said, you see everybody done died, and you the last one left, and the gorilla after killing 99 people start hitting his chest.
oh my god.
Ain't nowhere for you to go.
Oh
What do
my
you
god.
do?
Fool. You better have some good endurance and run around, bro.
But
For this
but ain't
shit
no way
is
you outrunning no gorilla, boy.
hell nah. This shit is telling you how to do it. Tactical considerations. If the fight happens in a wide open field, the men could surround the gorilla. In a forested or cramped environment, the gorilla's mobility advantage would increase. Strategy. Swarm attack. If all 100 men attack simultaneously, they could overwhelm the gorilla simply by mass. Sacrifice. Realistically, the first few men would almost certainly be killed or severely injured.
That's what that's what I said.
The
That's what I
gorilla
said. This is real.
the gorilla could easily maim several men before being exhausted. Mobility limitation. Some men could work to immobilize the gorilla's limbs while others tackle it from behind or atop. Okay, so you know me reading this, I was like, okay, maybe,
But you know what? You know what though,
maybe.
bro? That hurts, bro. That hurts, bro. That you prefer to read off of internet and take what the internet say. You don't even know who wrote that. It could have been me that wrote that the whole time. You now
Wait,
all of a sudden it's
let me.
maybe you know
Eli.
maybe,
Oh, it does say
but, but your brother tell you some shit. It's nah hell nah. But you read something off the internet that I probably wrote. It is maybe. Hey, that's some shit, niggas, bro.
I'm just
Box side.
final verdict. Hold on. So they break it down to where they have like scenarios how the men would win and how the gorilla would win. Then they have the ethical and real world reflection. And then they have the final verdict. Yes, final verdict is according to Newsweek. This is Newsweek. Yes, 100 unarmed men could defeat a single adult male gorilla, but it would come at extreme cost. Yeah, dozens of deaths. Yeah, of course. Requires
Man, you
incredible
gonna learn this.
coordination, without careful
You
planning.
gotta learn to
So
start respecting what I say, man.
victory is possible only through overwhelming numbers, sheer courage, and sacrifice.
Sheer courage. You hear that? Somebody got to make that sacrifice. Somebody got to have that courage. That's me and my team.
Somebody
We
gotta
got it.
die.
And my team gonna be like, my team definitely gonna be like, military style, where it's just like you have no choice but to join, and you getting picked first just because you doubted me. You will join.
I ain't enjoying this shit. I'll be in there like eating my popcorn like Michael Jackson in the Thriller video,
Well, people like, ooh,
oh
ooh.
God, watch your arm, watch your arm. Oh,
But that's crazy, boy. That's
hell
crazy.
nah, fool. Gorillas.
But on another note, I was watching this series, this interview, which it makes me think about a topic that we talked about, I think in episode 2, with these elites, and when they get bored after having so much or whatever, so they start doing things like Hunger Games, or they start doing things like what's that one that was on Netflix, Squid
Yeah.
Games and stuff like that. And people don't believe that that's really happening, but it's really happening. But Will Smith came out and he made an interview, and he was saying that when people hit rock bottom, it's an opposite thing from rock bottom that he calls, basically what he said was the cliff top,
Mm,
where you gotten so high to where it's no longer making you, is you can't, you don't, you're not happy no more. You have all the money, you have all the cars, you've had all the sex you wanted. It's like you have it all, and it's nothing else that can satisfy you, and you're just up there.
mm-hmm.
And he said, and you're up there and you're depressed. And he said, the one thing you're trying to look for is yourself, and you can't find yourself through everything that you've done to get there, and everything that you sacrificed to get there. He was like, you're sitting here trying to find yourself, and you can't find yourself, and you're looking in the mirror trying to figure out who this person is. Because for you to get to that level, you have to make sacrifices. You have to become somebody that is not of God, if you want to be technical.
Yeah.
Because it is what it is. You have to do things to get that rich. It's nobody's that's rich like that, is holy. Like I think God said in the Bible, and don't quote me on this, but He said you're better off sticking a needle through a goat or something like that than a rich person making it to heaven.
Damn.
Because for you to be rich, you have to do things that's not of God. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like God says, don't sell your soul for fame and fortune. So Will Smith was talking. He was like, I guess basically saying he's at that point to where it's nothing that can satisfy him no more. He has all the money. He has all the fame. He has all the cars, the clothes. He said he's had all the sex he's wanted. And he said he's at that cliff top where he's trying to find himself, and he can't find himself. And it made me think about it, like, of how many people are like that. Then you start thinking about, even though this is a sidebar, you start thinking about, like, okay, so you're at that level. What do you do for an adrenaline rush now? What things do you do to, give you that rush of having that money and buying stuff, or, having sex with whoever you want, whenever you want, these sex parties and stuff, and then I start thinking about, like, damn, Squid Games,
Yeah.
or damn, like Hunger Games, or like these wicked things that people tend to do just to give them that rush, or give them that excitement, or that feel as if they're chasing money, or getting money that they never had before, getting a new car that they never thought they could get, just in that excitement. So when he said it was kind of like a scary thing of, I didn't even know you could reach that type of you know
Elite.
part where, yeah, like where you on a whole different level, like
Yeah.
where that doesn't please you anymore, having money or cars don't please you, because we're not, where we're at, we don't know what that life is like,
Mm-hmm.
so we don't see it, but I can see it when he explains it. What do you think about that?
That's crazy. That's crazy, fool. Like I don't. I wouldn't even want to get to that point in my life. I
Yeah,
mean, and I think me as like knowing who I am, I don't think I would allow myself to get there. I can see myself like, well, if I get money, if I'm getting money like that, I can't. I don't see myself being able to be like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like a simple kind of man. You know what I mean? There's things that if I had the resources for, I could do. Doesn't mean I would want to do them shits. Like I don't know. I think I would be straight. Just I don't know. But for him,
I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. I think we say that we have that because I said the same thing. But I think we have that mindset when we're not in the position that he's in. Imagine having millions and millions in your account and you're just having a basic life, but you can do all this stuff you want to do. After a while, you're gonna start spending that money. You're gonna start indulging in things that you usually wouldn't indulge in if you did not have this lifestyle.
nah.
I feel like if we was put in that position, not saying that we would be compromised or do everything he's done, but we would definitely be, it would definitely be different for us. It's just because we always say what we wouldn't do when we're not in that situation,
I just know
if that makes sense.
if I had the funds, I would be doing the same thing I'm doing now. The way I live my life and how I move, just being able to do it a little more frequent. I would go, me and my wife would go out to eat. Me and her would take trips. We would go to different countries or whatever, whatever. I'm not doing no extreme shit. Like, I don't know. It's just like you are you. So whatever you like to do, then if I had financial like resources where I can do what I want to do now, how I am now, I think I'd be straight. I'm chill, motherfucker. Like I'm full. I don't.
I mean, I don't think you're understanding that you're not in the.
No, I know what you're saying. I don't.
You say that
I know
until
until I'm in that.
you come home from you till you come home from a 2 month vacation and you still got say 10 million in your account and you like, bro, all right. Like, not saying you have to spend it. You can do things for generational wealth, but after a while, it's like, bro, you don't have to work anymore. You're not
I
working.
know.
You're just, so things start. You start trying to do other things to get, It's just, I can see what he's saying. You
I
know what I'm
can.
saying?
I can too.
We all say like, I live that simple life. Like, nah, I just give me a little house. I be chill. Just, but then it's like you start doing things you never did. You
Like
start hanging
what?
around different
Like
people.
what
I
though?
don't know, like I don't know, bro. I look at it like, bro, because when you have that type of money, you're gonna naturally, even though you don't realize it, I feel you're gonna naturally, your environment is going to change. The people you hang around is going to change
Of
because you're
course.
no longer in the mindset of where you came from. Like me and you, we don't talk to the same people from back home that we used to talk
Hmm.
to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know about you, I don't, because I'm on a different level and I
Exactly.
can't. And sometimes they can't understand that level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like your whole life would change, even though you may say, "Nah, I still had a simple life." It wouldn't be simple. It would be more activities going on. It'd be more of you doing things. Maybe you flying private jets to get here real quick and get there. You got millions. Shoot, after that, you buy your own jet. Like, man, I'm not going to keep spending all this money on private. Just things just happen
Nah.
because once I know you may say, no, I ain't never been into that, but you just never know if you are able to be in a position to do these
Yeah.
things, bro. If you're not in a position to do these things, it's easier to say, nah, I wouldn't do that, bro. That couldn't be me. Nah, hell nah, hell nah. If we was in a position to be able to do those things and still be like rich as hell, man, you think we'll be fucking flying with other people that, like, you think we'll be flying coach?
I don't fly coach now.
You know what I'm saying? Well, everybody ain't rich like you, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying, if you really had money, if you don't fly coach now, bro, if you don't fly coach now, if you had millions, bro, you would be flying private jets because you already have that mindset of
Yeah.
you don't like to
Maybe.
be with the regular people. You
No,
know
no,
what I'm
no.
saying?
It's
So
not
your
that.
lifestyle is,
It's not that.
um,
So
like us peons, you don't like to be with. So you would have to, like,
are you talking into the mic?
you would have to you have to you would have to adjust your lifestyle.
I mean, and there's
It's just
certain,
because you're not in that
well,
position.
there's certain, like, I agree. There's certain points to that I agree with, but then a lot of it I don't, because so like I like the reason why I fly first class is because one, fool, coach is uncomfortable as fuck, fool. Like the leg room, I'm taller. So if I'm flying a long flight, I want to be fucking comfortable. So
Mm.
I'm like financially stable to where I can buy a first class ticket or whatever the class is where I can fucking be in a chair where I can lay down and stretch my legs type shit. And that's the only reason why I do that. But if I were like I always say, well, there's levels to everything. Of course, you don't talk to certain people anymore because like you said, the mindsets are different. Like I can't talk
Mm.
to if I'm getting money, you know what I'm saying? Me and you are getting money. I'm not gonna talk to some dude who I grew up with who's not financially in the same tax bracket as me because one, he's
Mhm.
gonna feel inferior. He might feel threatened, and then he might feel insulted because I'm throwing money in his face or talking whatever, trying
Mm-hmm.
to flex. You know what I'm saying? So of course your company is going to be somebody who relates to you that you can relate with in regards to the financial tax bracket or whatever. But me personally, fool, I am content with staying in my crib, yo, like chilling in my house. So if I had the means to where I can take my wife on a vacation and we can come back and still have plenty of means in our account. The way me and my wife are, for I think we'd be straight. It just reminds me of like my brother-in-law. Like he has money now, and like he has like money. Like he's good, and his wife, the way she moves is like, all right, chill out, chill out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know y'all get money, but it's like y'all don't get that much money, but y'all got money. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's just like I know that my wife and I, we wouldn't move like that. We'd still be us. Like I'm not a flashy type person, but
Yeah.
if I have the means, I'm buying whatever car and I'm driving it. That's probably just I don't know. I don't think I could be like that. I understand what you mean with the whole saying. Like people say that all the time, which they do. I've heard it. Like yeah, you don't. People say they don't until they're in it, and it's like I get it. But just knowing me and how I am, I would just I know my wife and I would stay the same and move the same. We just move the same with more money. And we're not the ones to flash it because I'm not trying to put a target on my back. You know what I mean? It's just
Mm-hmm.
like as long as my kids are straight and I don't know.
Okay, so do you think Will Smith is a flashy dude?
I don't know. I don't know him personally. Homie's a
I
celebrity
don't
though.
see.
Homie's a celebrity. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but even as a celebrity, I don't see Will Smith being that out there person. I don't see Will Smith being that flashy person. Only time he was flashy was on Fresh Prince of Bel Air when he had all the Jordans. But at that time, Jordan wasn't even really popular. So I mean, it was popular, but it wasn't what it is now. And so it wasn't. He was never been that flashy person.
Yeah, but
And you know,
that's your perception though. Like I've heard stories about that fool being a fucking prima donna, of being like a diva. That's the whole reason why
mm,
the OG Aunt Viv left. She couldn't work with him. She said he was like a fucking prima donna. That's all.
oh
Yeah,
wow,
that's the whole reason why she left the show.
shit went to that show went to his head.
Yeah, like he was because he was a rap star, and then he had a show, and then like the show revolved around him. So that's why she left. That's why we got light skin Aunt Viv. So it's just
Mm,
like you don't know like on that, especially for the celebs. Like celebs' lives are tough, but that's an assumption that I just did. But he might be flashing. You know what I'm saying? Like for
yeah,
celebrities have to hold themselves to a certain standard, whether they want to or not. Like they have
yeah,
to drive a certain car or this, and this. You ain't gonna see no fucking Will Smith or Denzel Washington driving no fucking Kia. Like get out of here. They
yeah,
could be a down to earth, humble person, but they ain't driving no Kia. They gonna drive at least a Benz or some shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's just like
yeah,
ain't no telling with these fools, man.
yeah. That's real. I mean, I don't know, bro. I just it really make you think, bro. That it just really make you think.
Yeah, I do.
And I thought about like, what if I had all that money? I would there'd be so much stuff I would want to do, and I'm not. Me and my wife we're not broke. You know what I'm saying? And we can really do what we want now. No, we can't do 100% what we want, but we can do a lot of things that we want to do. We can do it if we work. Get to where we need to get it or whatever. But I was just thinking, like, bro, if I had all that money, bro, how would my lifestyle be?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, bro. It's a scary world when it comes to money, bro, because money rules the world, and but money is also the root of all evil.
definitely.
So, it. I'm not the type of person that can handle all that money, bro. I'm gonna just be real with you. I wouldn't be able to do it, bro. Like my wife would really have to like be in charge of our funds because that type of money, bro. Like we would be living a different lifestyle. Like, no, I wouldn't want. I ain't never been the type of person that want this huge ass mansion.
Yeah, me
Like,
either.
give me a nice looking
Yep,
house, 4 to 5 bedrooms, three or four bathrooms. We good.
yep.
I've never been that type of person, but I like vehicles. You know what I'm saying? I like cars. I
Hmm.
like fashion. I like shoes and stuff like that. So it's I don't know, bro. I know my wife would love. She loves to travel. She don't care for the shoes, the fashion stuff. She loves to travel. That's her shit. So I'm
Yeah,
knowing we travel, and then she don't like the baggage stuff that be going on with the planes and stuff. How they be checking, they be doing too much with your bag. So if we got it, she gonna want to drive a private jet. You know, I see it now. So I mean, once you, I look at it like, bro, there's so much stuff that we actually want in the world, but can't access, or that we want in the world and don't even realize we want, or had the idea that we wanted. I feel like until you in that situation, of having, money, you start to see all the problems you used to have in the past are no longer your problems anymore
Yeah,
because you're on a different tax bracket. So, I don't know, bro. I think it was an interesting video. Most definitely. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all definitely need to go see it. It's about Will Smith. Basically, just type in Will Smith talks about the cliff top and him being at the cliff top. It's an actual interesting video. He was being real about it. Like, you could tell, like, in his eyes, he was genuinely like going through some shit. Because I think even on there, he apologized about the Chris Rock shit, slapping him,
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything, and him going through a lot then and everything.
I'll
So,
put the link in
man,
the description.
yeah, these celebrities be going through shit, man.
Of
They be
course.
going everything ain't all peaches and cream just because they having it all.
Yeah, of course.
They be dealing with real demons, man.
To make a turn, I found the fucking arm shit with the dude. So, Amar Bharati is an Indian man who has held his right arm up since 1973 as an act of devotion to the Lord Shiva. He made this vow to purify his soul and demonstrate his unwavering faith. Over the years, his arm has become permanently rigid and immobile due to the prolonged position. Despite the physical toll, including difficulty with daily tasks, Omar continues his practice. His story has gained worldwide attention, symbolizing extreme dedication, sacrifice, and devotion to spirituality. And this fool, yeah,
That's weird,
yeah,
bro. I know he had a bunch of days in the bed crying because his arm was burning.
fool, you should see like, I know you can't see that, but look at that shit, bro.
No, we could definitely see that.
Man, that fool, look at that fool's hand, bro.
Did it? I wonder if it's out of place. Like, how do you physically
That's him with black hair. You know what I'm saying? Like this fool's dedicated, homie.
with black hair?
Younger fool. You know what I'm saying? Power to the people, baby. You know what I'm saying? But
That's crazy,
yeah,
bro.
man. Well, other than that, I ain't got nothing else on me. What you got?
You heard that? that Nah, I say that for the next one. Nah, I ain't got nothing either, bro.
Word.
That gorilla thing, man. I ain't gonna lie to it. It really don't sit right with me how you move with that, bro. I feel like we went on one accord. 90% of the time we on one accord,
Yeah.
and I don't like. It's always the big niggas that don't want to do nothing. Remember that, y'all. It's always the big niggas that don't want to do nothing.
Hey, man, I just have a lot of faith in gorillas. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much faith. That's too much
Hey,
faith.
it also depends on the men too, dog. Like the stat says,
Oh,
fool.
now it depends on the man. At first, it
Well,
didn't matter.
yes, it
Remember, you
did
said
because
it
at
don't
first I
matter
was like,
who.
"What kind of men, bro?" I was like, "What kind of just
And I said it.
random
I said
men?"
it. I said whichever man you want, and you said, "Well, it doesn't matter." That's literally what you said.
Well, because it doesn't. That's gonna. I don't, man. We spoke on this a long
Like,
enough. You know what I'm
but
saying?
now we just looked at the social media. I mean, we just looked at, you looked it up, and they said man will win.
No, no, no. It said man could win. It's a possibility they could win. They have to be.
It's always a
It has to be
possibility.
planned strategically. You know what I'm saying?
There's
It's
no way a gorilla's winning that.
no, no, no. So
There's no way
you
a
just
gorilla's winning.
contradicted yourself. You just said it's always a possibility,
Uh,
but then you just said there's no way a gorilla is winning that.
no, for men, it's always a possibility for men with anything.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
Gorilla, no. Gorilla's taking that
You
ass whooping.
sleeping on a gorilla, bro?
Man, gorilla sleeping on us.
You sleeping on a
That thing.
gorilla, dog. That ain't
Man, I'm
true.
doing that thing the worst way. Mika maka muka maka. But it made me think about it made me think about what you said last week when you was saying niggas underestimate they fighting skills. So I was like, a lot of us
No, no,
thinking we
no. They
whooping this gorilla ass.
overestimate their fighting
Yeah,
skill. Yeah,
overestimate. And I
exactly.
was like, a lot of us gonna get our asses killed
Yes,
as soon as we get in
exactly.
there.
And then it's gonna be the ones that'll be like, "No, hell yeah, I'm gonna be part of the 100. I'm all right. Boom, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna jab him in the motherfucking rib. He gonna feel it, and then y'all jump on him. But you be the first one to get your motherfucking head bit off. Like, get out of here, bro.
That motherfucker will clamp your head together and
Exactly,
explode that
exactly. He gonna
motherfucker.
pound your shit like blah.
Bro, that shit's crazy, bro. Somebody asked, who was it? Who was it? Was it Bucky? I think it was. Somebody we worked with said basically, would you be able to withstand a gorilla basically pounding your head one time on the pavement?
What? No, bro. Talk
And
about
I said
CTE
yes,
and concussions, bro. You're
yes.
done,
I'm
bro.
surviving that. I'm
Full.
surviving that.
They
I'm
have
so
4 to
I'm
10
so.
times the strength of a man.
Look how you
Four
just in
to
the
ten,
camera.
4 to 10 times the strength of a single man. So you mean to tell me
Hey,
a gorilla
hey, listen.
hitting your head,
Just one
one
time.
man,
I'm
yes,
just.
one
I'm,
time, bro, on the
I'm
concrete
up.
or on the
I'm
ground?
up. I'm getting up. This what's gonna happen. He gonna do it. I'm gonna get up. I'm like, yeah, nigga. What's up?
Hey man, thanks
I'm
y'all for
good.
listening and tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all as always. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. Thank you for the support. You know what I mean? Now he's tired. You know what I'm saying? He's talking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna always have haters, man. Listen, don't let nobody stop what you got going, man. And it's the real thing, bro. I'm gonna take this spot. I'm gonna find a way to make this actually happen. We go. We we gonna have like a Squid Games type of thing, but it's gonna be a gorilla versus 100 man thing. We should actually try to get this
Hey,
going,
this is the
man.
man who fought the kangaroo. Y'all remember that from episodes past? So he knows what he's talking
My
about.
my track record, my track record is valid. It's proved
Hey,
itself.
if you are PETA and you're listening to this and you're watching this is all jokes. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fight no kangaroo. I know y'all about the animals and stuff, and we would never fight a gorilla. You know what I'm saying?
Haters, bro. Listen, everybody can't be great, bro,
Hey,
but I can.
yeah, that. You know what I'm saying? He can. And with that,
He pressed that button.
we appreciate y'all as always. You know what I'm saying? I'm Rob. That's Eli. Until the next episode, we'll holla at y'all. Peace.
All right.
You a fool.